Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today we are continuing on with Dragonlance, the Banners of War. Currently, our party's been on a bit of a misadventure after taking a wrong turn down a straight drop. But how they got there, why they're underground, and why half the party's almost dead, I'll let Steve catch us up. Steve, what's been going on?
Alright, last time on Dragonlance. So, we fell through, well, me, myself, I think it was Raz and Hessler, all went on a climbing expedition to find, uh, Becklin. And she was nowhere to be seen, and then we got caught by the little hyena dog things. So we started running for our lives while Steve took some damage, falling off cliffs. And then we ended up in an underground passage and everyone fell through, so the entire party met up. So now we are in another fight for the last 3 sessions, I think, 2. And we got ambushed from each side, so we're trying to defend ourselves against these golem thingies. And our friendly golem is eating them up because he almost died too. And that is all I can remember.
Fair enough. Go ahead and take that hero point.
Yes.
We rejoin our group. Sorry, having some computer issues.
No worries.
All good in the hood.
issues.
We rejoin our party just after that last combat, as right there at the end, our. Where's our redhead?
I think they're under Dara.
Oh, yeah, they're unconscious, so
Correct.
they can't heal you. Ah, good luck.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, I kind of fucked here.
So, the combat has ended. Zinnia is checking in on her sister. Taleo is on the ground next to her. I believe she was attempting to help stabilize Taleo. When I think a spell went wrong and blew her up, if I remember correctly.
Quite possibly.
Good chance.
I don't remember.
I mean, Raz can scuttle over and try to stabilize if needed.
As you'll see, y'all's friendly robot walk off into the next room.
Please don't walk off too far, robot. I don't want to fight anything else. But I'm so glad we didn't go through this door down here. Because that's where I thought we'd end up, is all these things right here. So,
Yes, apparently they figure out a way to flank around us.
yes, so I think the rooms go all the way through here and here. But we need to heal up before we go anywhere else.
Oh darn it! Why am I not proficient in medicine? Dara starts freaking out. I need to start training with healers. I'm all out of ways to heal people and just clamoring the group. Can anyone help them? I do not have a way to help them.
I'm a little bit proficient in medicine, but I can't heal.
I mean, even maybe trying to bind their wounds might help.
And they're already stable. Give them time and they'll. You hear from Zin.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Zinnia. Dara feels better.
I think
I mean,
Rosalie stabilized Taleo, then got nuked, and I think Williams stabilized her. Williams or
Indeed.
Hessler.
I think Taleo did stop, drop, and roll and caught somebody on fire. That sounds about right.
I don't think we can do that. So.
But yes. I'm going to go sit down against this wall over here and catch my breath.
Gotcha.
More importantly, and Dara's gonna look towards our golem guide. Is the golem guide moving at all, or are they just kind of standing in the other room?
Oh no, they're tearing apart a guardian in there.
Okay, as long as they're not like rushing to try to get through the room,
No.
not gonna worry about that.
Let's let him do what he needs to do for now.
I mean,
But
that's how he seems to repair himself.
yep. Are you guys going to look over these little spore thingies, spore peoples?
I'd rather not. That seems more of Hessler's job. Looks at Hessler because they're the academic.
Yes.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm an academic.
I'm an academic, not a mortician.
Can I start looking over the bodies, see if there's anything useful about them?
We all did. I think Taleo recovered some spores from them at some point.
Yeah, I recovered some. Let me see what it should be in my thing.
Rapport spores or something.
Get out my notes.
Did I not put it in my thing? Guess when I put it in my bag. But yeah, it's like a satchel of spores.
Rapport spores.
Yep. It's a small pouch.
Yes.
How you spell that? Rapport spores?
RAPPORT.
Report.
Okay.
RAPPORP spores. Got it. Yeah, Talia likes
Hessler,
higher harvest shit.
did you get anything else off that those ruins, Hessler? I can't remember.
I did. I have them written down right here if you want them. You're talking about the rooms in the main foyer. Yeah.
Yeah, over here. I didn't know if we got that, if you got that done or not.
Yep. I have them written down.
Well, I'm not walking off anywhere anytime soon to go explore, so I don't want the Frost Call sisters looking at me weird.
Well, how about we all take a few minutes, recover, and then we push on. In the meantime, I'm going to look very gingerly around, figure out from any which direction we can be attacked, and try to secure those locations so we are not attacked in the next minutes.
Well, if I remember
Well,
correctly,
how-
the party split into that right room, which is what triggered things.
Yeah, it was Taleo looked into the door.
Yep.
As you see, Zinnia goes around and close the other doors.
Yeah. So just going to wait for the golem to come through before he shuts the door on him.
Yeah. Or do we want to move up there with the golem?
The
I
golem
mean,
will
I'll
come
go
back
see what he
eventually.
wants.
We haven't explored that room yet. Please, let's just stay here where we know we're safe for like 5 minutes.
He's just tearing apart the other golem for parts.
Yes.
He'll probably come back. Either that or he'll stand guard right there.
Exactly. Let's just sit our happy little butts right here and let our friends rest.
Most likely it'll take an hour or two for them to wake.
Well,
Rosalie's
proverbial
burns
minutes.
look pretty bad.
Well, we have time to kill then.
What was it that got redirected in Rosalie's face? Does anybody remember? She got nuked by.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah,
It was one of the
Blank myself.
myconids, not the golems.
I mean, you can see all their spells.
I could have sworn it was one of y'all that nuked her.
well, not
I
this
don't
time
know.
at least. I know, like in a different session that happened. Yes.
The last spell it sent out was an
I don't
Eldritch
know.
Blast by Hessler.
I can see her last attack. It looks like she might have just got punched by something. I don't know.
By the
Either way.
Myconid.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, what would y'all like to do as Rosalie and Taleo attempt to recover?
Let's take a short rest if we can.
I mean, you have to, at least.
Yeah.
Dara will stand guard at the door.
Steve will be hidden right here.
Which door?
The one that we're leaving open. The only one.
Oh, he's back.
Okay. I mean, I suppose there is some rubble down south, yes.
There's 3 doors. North,
Yeah,
east, and south.
Yes, and at least Zinnia closed them, so we'll at least be alerted when they are opened.
Not to
I'll
mention
just
the
hang out right
monsters and
here.
things.
As y'all finally see Raz come stumbling in through one of the doors. They're a little out
Goodness,
of breath.
Rez, you're
after
alive.
getting a little
Of course I'm
bruised.
alive.
Well, that makes you, at least. The rest of us have had a rough time. What happened? Did you wander off again?
I didn't wander off again. I just saw something that needed to be looked at, and I went off again. Yes.
Did you find something shiny?
I found a lot of blood.
Wow.
Gestures the myriad of corpses. I'm not surprised.
I don't think Myconids have blood, and these golems
No.
definitely don't have blood.
The only ones that have bled so far is the party.
Yeah.
My point still stands. We've all been hurt. There's gonna be some blood.
There's a lot of ash around Toledo.
Oh yeah, from your burnt fur.
Yeah. I'm going to need a full conditioning and hair styling after this.
Off to the spa you go.
I don't
Yes.
think we're anywhere near a spa.
You never know. Kessler, what do you know about Dwarven Ruins? Do they have spas here? Because I would love one.
He said no.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh.
They do have public bathhouses, but that's not usually kept in the keep.
So what you're saying is we need to delve further. I'd rather we not delve down. I'd rather we delve up.
Well, we'd
So
have
you're
to go back into the
saying
city
there's a
for that.
chance.
We'd also have to wonder if water's still working in this place.
That's another issue. I mean, we could find a underground reservoir and fill up a bathtub or two, then heat it. That seems like a bit of unnecessary work for being a bit dirty.
I'd rather not
But it
find
would be
anything.
well worth it given the fact that we've just, let's see, killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Loses track of how many Myconids we've just killed. We've dealt with a lot of things in the past, like half hour. Oh, 2 hours.
And this building
mean,
looks like
I'm
it has
more-
multiple floors.
Alright. So whether we're going up or we're going more down. Any idea how far beneath the surface we are?
Well, I mean, let's see. If I recall, I think we
Thought it was 2
Rosalie,
stories.
Zinnia, and I
3.
fell down, I think, at least 100 feet or so. So, math.
Very deep.
The main issue, though, is that there better be another way out of here. Otherwise, we are trapped in a dwarven ruin for all of eternity. And frankly, I'd rather not be trapped down here.
Well, I've noticed as y'all are talking, y'all's flame buddy keeps looking at y'all as y'all are talking, tilting its head from side to side as each new person speaks in turn.
What's this guy's deal?
I just wave at him. Don't worry about him. He's pretty cool for right now.
Oops.
Actually, I
Misclick.
think he's kind of hot right now, seeing as how we just ripped apart some golem bodies.
Alright. So he's cool?
Yeah.
Well, for
He's-
now, anyways.
Yeah, he's helped us kill all these weird golem things and myconids.
Especially the Lycanid's been very useful there. You know, what with the fire fists and all.
Yes.
It's still looking politely confused.
Well, maybe you, Raz, have some ideas on how to get it to communicate with us. We tried speaking to it in Dwarf and a few languages, but nothing came of it.
I thought someone had some minor success with Gnomish.
I
Thought he just
I
looked at us weird.
I can speak Gnomish.
Oh, I got gnomish.
I'll switch to Gnomish, and can you understand me?
It tilts its head just like it has been to look at you as you speak at it.
Yes, no. I'm taking the head tilt as a maybe.
It still looks politely confused.
Well, it's not trying to kill us, so
No.
that's good.
Well, it also saved us from a flame elemental thingy as well, so
Saved us from its own kin,
yes.
so I'm
And
willing
it's
to trust it.
also the only one that's not glowing purple. It has a beautiful red and orange flame.
Which is good. Well,
Okay.
I got no
You-
ideas.
Sorry. Do you know the way out? Out.
It continues its tilted head.
Probably not.
If we only knew Infernal.
I'm pretty
I
sure it's
don't
going to
think that
speak
would help.
Dwarven.
I mean, I
We
can speak
tried
Dwarven, but
that.
it doesn't seem to have any way of articulating if it understands us.
Yeah,
I don't
it
even
ripped its
think it
head
can
shortly
speak.
after y'all tried that.
Yep, but I don't think it can speak.
Might be able to
It doesn't
understand.
have like a.
Does anyone
It
have
doesn't.
chalk and a slate?
Anyone would probably be you. Would probably be you if anyone.
I don't have. I have a book and quill.
Good enough.
How big is this thing?
About the size of a person.
Do be
Okay.
aware it is on fire. It may just dry out the ink or burn the book.
And its hands are literally made of fire.
We can
Okay.
use charcoal.
Or how about pantomime? Or maybe we write on the floor for it, and if it interacts with it, we then point to the words we needed to learn. I'm trying to be helpful here, but I'm at a loss. History's not exactly my entire forte here.
I'll take out a piece of parchment, rip it in half, write yes on one side and no on the other. Place it down in front of him. Can you read?
It still looks politely confused.
Hessler's just going to step over and just write the translation in Dwarvish underneath that.
It still looks very confused.
And ask the same question, Dwarvish.
Once you start speaking in Dwarves, it immediately snaps up to look at you. Its entire posture changing to stand even more straight.
Ho ho ho.
I have an idea, but I'm knocked out.
I mean, he does understand, or it, I should say.
Can it nod yes or no instead of just tilting its head? I don't know what we're going to gain from speaking to it.
Hessler, you are being laser focused on it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, who's using the Morton pestle? Hessler will ask, do you understand Dwarvish?
It nods.
Can
Yeah.
you write Dwarvish?
It shakes its head.
Now that will be an issue. It cannot write, doesn't know, it's not literate.
I mean, his hands are made of fire.
I mean, literacy is a skill.
Ask her where his creator is.
Can you point me in the direction your creator is or may perhaps lies?
You see, it looks around, doing a think. Then it points up.
All right.
I did clarify that it may be towards a corpse, because it is ancient. Just so you know.
Oh,
Probably.
but we did have that thing that came and looked at us and then blinked away inside that courtyard, too.
And also that weird fire spirit that comes back as well.
I wouldn't call a fire spirit life. Elementals aren't technically alive, they're just a force of nature.
But then you're saying nature itself is not alive, and I'm not going to get into a philosophical debate about this.
Oh, I would love it. We have time. We still got 40 minutes left.
That thing in the last room didn't look like an elemental to me.
Then again, I didn't see it, so I'm going off of word of mouth.
It looked like a ghost that somebody had kindly lit on fire.
I wouldn't strictly
You
call
see?
ghost life either, so
Also, I don't think you kindly light someone on fire. Usually that's unkind.
It didn't seem
question,
bothered by
CC,
it.
are there fire genasi in this world?
No.
Okay, then I will not make that comment.
I mean, we could play guessing game with this guy until Taleo and Rosalie wake up.
In Dwarvish, Williams will ask the golem if there is a safe space that we could rest in, or maybe somewhere with supplies.
It points to the room you're in.
Oh, well, so much for that idea.
Well, we're. Can I peek open this door?
Yep. Do note that is the door you came through.
Oh, that's the door I came through? Then I'll just leave it alone.
Yep. Is there anything else you would like to do with this guardian that you know how to speak to?
I will say out of character, I thought we talked to this guy in Dwarves before, and he just looked at us confused.
He did.
No, he ignored you.
Oh, okay.
As Zinnia said after, he ripped his head off shortly after that and replaced it. And has been tilting
right.
his head
Probably couldn't
since.
understand this.
Well, does anyone have questions for it? I can't think of anything pressing, especially since it can't give anything but a yes or no. And a maybe, perhaps.
Do you know the way out?
It points up.
Okay. Well,
Can
I
you
asked
lead
Hessler.
us?
He gets up and starts walking out the door.
No,
Ah,
not yet.
great.
Just yet.
Raz, are you speaking in Dwarvish or Common?
I don't know if I know Dwarvish. Let me check.
I will clarify, since I spoke at the same time. Hessler did say that exact same time.
Gotcha.
I do not know Dwarvish. I only know Gnomish.
Gotcha. It has only been responding to Dwarvish thus far.
Does it know any other languages?
Once y'all hold up a hand to stop it, it does stop it.
Well, I'll ask, does it know any other languages? Per Hess's suggestion.
It tilts its head.
Alexander Close roll 20.
Guess not.
I'll take that as a maybe. It doesn't know. Probably built with languages in mind.
It does seem to be more of a guard than a diplomat. Large torso, armored legs, big hulking flame fists. Not very good for shaking hands.
Checks out.
But it's about the time you'll finish your short rest. Anyone want to spend hit dice? Now's the time. That Taleo starts to come to.
Yay.
Oh, my head. Oh, everyone's still okay?
You kind of
Define
smell like fire,
okay.
bud.
I take it by the fact that we are all still alive, that we actually managed to beat everything in there.
So far.
Just about.
Good.
There's still a
good.
whole fortress to go through.
You had to mention that, didn't you?
How long was I out?
Just under an hour.
Damn. That is an hour wasted while down here. Tilly will use his sword to prop himself up and get himself back onto his feet. What have I missed?
Nick?
We can talk to the golem in Dwarvish. That's about it. He
Oh.
knows a way out.
Oh,
The
fantastic.
downside, it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, when is this fun? So this golem knows much about this place, yes?
We think?
We think so, yeah.
Could you ask it if it knows whether or not there is a place here in the fortress or anywhere in the city that would have a supply of healing unguents, potions, stuff like that?
You do realize those things have an expiration date, right?
That'll be good.
I don't know. I figured dwarves with their craftiness, they would know how to make things last. I don't.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but it has been several hundred years.
At the least.
Yeah.
Rose,
I mean, if we had a geomancer, we could carbon date and figure out exactly, but...
Talia will look down. Rosalie, is Rosalie awake?
No, she has not woken up yet. She is currently laying on her back, her hat next to her, and her head in her sister's lap.
Xenia, how is your sister?
She'll be fine.
You need. We need to get moving, though. Remember, we are all on a deadline. That creature could be going after the city.
I honestly don't think that's going to be our highest priority right now. Rushing this deep is just going to get people killed.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, us.
Those at the city, their best chance is that one of the others made it away and made it back.
You mean like Becklin, who we haven't found yet?
I would not worry about Becklin. She is tougher than all of us combined.
I don't disagree.
More likely Tansy or Lyral.
Assuming Tansy doesn't get distracted by a squirrel.
If we are not rushing to escape this city, then we should definitely find a place that is secure enough and comfortable enough that we can actually get a good rest and recover properly. Right now, I feel like I can barely walk.
Well, I mean, I suppose on the technical bright side, we know where there's supposedly not going to be creatures that'll attack us, and that is from where we came from.
True. Plus, we got to go upstairs. So,
Way I see it, we have a couple options. We leave the city trying to go into the crevices, maybe run into more of those insect like creatures. We stay in the city itself, where who knows what's out there. Or we stay in here and deal with the roaming guard.
We will look at the golem. Who here has been communicating with the golem? I don't speak Dwarvish.
Hessler has.
Esther, can you ask? This thing was crawling up the stairs, so assumingly it was in the city at some point. Can you ask it if it knows whether the city is secure or not, or more specifically, if there are still dangers inside the city itself?
it's not going to know. It just points. It cannot speak.
It cannot shake its head in affirmation or the opposite.
It can say
mean-
yes and no.
So ask it if the city still has dangers.
Yeah. Is there things in the city that are more dangerous than the myconids and the other constructs?
You see it look at you for a moment, thinking, and then shake its head.
By
That
that,
knows that was the problem.
Hmm?
The main problem is we found it outside of the city. It hasn't probably not been in here in quite some time, so if there's something more deadly than those myconids and insects and everything, it probably would not know of anything.
Well,
Doesn't
there's
manage to.
nothing as dangerous as the constructs or the myconids in the city. I said the city, not the keep, for a reason. Because who knows what the hell's in here.
Only way to find out is going.
I agree.
Sadly.
we cannot continue fighting. We need to biovac someplace and recover properly.
I mean, the ideal situation, yes.
While they're conversating over there, Raz is going to scuttle over here and check this door.
Oh, that's where we went through, and then there's another door up where they started flanking us.
Okay, so that's not a good idea. I guess the only place we can go is out there.
Yeah, we
Oh,
haven't
there's,
explored that whole room up there yet.
yeah, north from this door and the door to the room to next of us. There's also north from the main foyer or west from the foyer.
Which we seem to know is all connected somehow.
Or we could take the stairs up.
Or we could take the stairs up, which that sounds like the best thing to do.
CC, there was windows on the outside, wasn't there? Like near the top.
It wasn't that there are windows. There was a balcony. There are windows, though. If I remember correctly. No, there wasn't windows.
Were there other balconies?
No, just the one that you saw from the front.
Down. And the balcony was just one story up, so it's not that big of a.
And then there was another floor above that, it looked like.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking of scaling the outside and dropping a rope.
Okay.
Not to
Has
be a
anyone
pest and
asked if
skip all
there
the
is a
stuff,
way
but
to the surface?
yes, it was about to lead us there, but we asked it to stop so we could have a breather. And the two of you could get on your feet when Rosalie decides to wake up.
So let's head to the stairs. I mean, or do we wait longer for Rosalie?
Well, we should wait for her to, get up.
If we simply wait for her to wake up and then continue onward, there's a good chance both me and Rosalie will be taken down again. We are very damaged.
Well, I don't suggest exactly we splitting up. The splitting up down here is probably going to get us all killed.
I was not suggesting we split up either. I'm suggesting we find a safe and secure place to get proper rest and recuperation.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. But the main problem is finding the proper area. And given how run down all this place is, there's no place that's safe.
Hessler, can you ask the golem if there is a place in the city that is like a bunker, like a place people would go in times of crisis?
I mean, I could, or we could just hold up in one of the rooms, and some of us that are actually doing well could keep watch.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I'm fit as a fiddle to go.
Yeah.
I'm also
So-
not doing bad.
I can ask if that's what we really want, but I feel that'll just slow us
I
down.
would
We'll have to get
be
back in
remiss-
here, and who knows what will crawl out the walls.
That's true.
I'd be remiss to say that I'd like to see it long past yes, regain some of my power.
If I had to guess, if there's a bunker anywhere, it'd be here. This place looks well
That
guarded, probably a fort of some kind.
I was thinking along that lines.
And there
I
is no
just-
harm in asking the golem this.
Okay, I can ask.
Of course, knowing our luck, we're smack dab in the middle of it, and half of it's broken.
We need a name for it. I can't just keep calling it the golem. That seems a bit rude, seeing that is
Um,
at least
Well,
After the thing,
amicably
well-
intelligent. Amicably intelligent.
man,
Adding-
could we just call it Flamey? That's,
More
I mean, the best I
likely-
got.
More than likely, it probably just had a number assigned to it.
Could call it Ifrit.
As long as we can call it an ally, I don't care what.
Flame fist on.
Rude. Should we just call you Knight?
Knight in training.
Fair portrait.
Well, ask it if it has an identification.
It can't speak, so it couldn't tell me if it could. And then again, it might. No, it replaces its part, so it's not going to be etched into it. Well, Construct, I am dubbing you Ifrit until we know your actual name. Is there a safer spot in the city for us to hold up, or a room in the keep to hold up? And if there is, could you lead us to it?
It seems to take some time thinking it over. Then it starts to walk this way.
Oh, great.
All right, everyone follow.
Khalil will stoop down and gently pick up Rosalie to start carrying them over.
Oh,
Why
damn.
leave the door open? Cece, quit going through the doors without opening them because we don't know where it's going.
I'm stuck. There we go.
Run away!
Where'd it go? Okay.
Flee.
And now
And
stepping
after
on his
that-
neck. Or really, this one.
Quit moving on top of me.
As it leads you back out of the palace and in to the city, going through the ancient hall or the ancient streets, winding its way until you see a relatively intact building. You immediately
thank
recognize it as the remains of an ancient forge.
Ah,
Oh, this is something.
Well, not what I was expecting. I was expecting some sort of actual bunko safe room.
Talia will walk up to the wall. Oh, good.
Better than nothing.
Talia will walk up to one of the walls and give it a knock with his fist.
It's
Feels swelled.
decently solid as well. The door here looks heavier than a lot of the other doors you've seen.
Well, if there's a place that will survive, at the end of the day, it will usually be the forge. They are designed to keep explosion like fiery explosions from escaping and damaging the city.
I mean, they're also dwarves, and stereotypings are built on examples.
Raz will peek in.
where are the Frostcall sisters?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm carrying who am I carrying again? Rosalie?
Yeah.
Rosalie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm carrying Rosalie.
But as you look in, it has led you to the forge room itself. You can see ancient rusted weapons on racks, some unfinished, some finished, none of them looking to be in good condition.
Hmm.
There are stone tables, though.
Talia will lay down Rosalie on one of the tables, taking off his mantle to like kind of bundle it up and use it as a pillow for her. There. Hopefully she can get enough rest that she can eventually awaken and heal us.
Would you rather my bedroll for that than your mantle?
I assumed you would use that to actually rest, but if you wish to sleep on the stone floor, right? That's fine.
That's fine.
You see Zennia just take Rosalie's bedroll out of their bag, off her bag, and start shifting her sister onto it.
There you go. I shall sleep on my bedroll now.
Can we even take a long rest? Has it been long enough? Since the
Y'all
last
were
one?
walking for a while. So yeah, it will be a little bit longer of a long rest, but y'all can if you want.
It just means a little bit longer of watches for each of us, probably, but
Talia will go up to the door, make sure it's closed. Is there anything around that looks heavy enough to put? Actually, which direction does the door open?
It opens into the forge itself.
Perfect. Is there anything heavy looking around
Giant stone
we're in a
tables.
forge.
that I could realistically move?
No, nothing that survived.
Fair.
Not even like two or three of us moving?
If you want to attempt to rip some stone tables out of the stone floor, sure. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm pretty sure
That's
Not this
fair.
guy. I will sit there and watch and eat some popcorn.
Because it looks like all of the wood has rotten away, but
Okay.
all the metal as well has rusted to the point it's not going to be much good at this point.
Oof. It's been a while.
Does this place look like it's just a forge, or is it like a staircase that leads up to a living area or anything like
It
that?
looked like there was one outside, but here where it's solidly barricadable, at least with that door, because the door itself doesn't look like it's going to budge easy, because it looks heavier than most doors you've seen.
That's good.
I think we'll be fine.
But there did
Does it
look
have
to be other ways into the building.
like
From the
into the
inside.
forge itself?
No, not from the forge. The forge had one entrance.
All right. Does it look like there's any? Does the door look like it has a way to like lock it? Like not like an actual lock that will have degraded over time, but like what do you call
Like
it?
a bar at the door.
Yeah, like a bar.
It looks like there was one at one point, though it is no longer there.
What about like I like iron ingots.
None that look like they'd be in any condition to use.
Fair.
Then in that case, Talia will just
Two of us will just lay against the door and rest. Our bodies will do something.
during his watch, Talia will just sit against the door. And he's gonna keep an eye on the only other place that could be an entrance, especially for because there is one place you might not have thought of, CC. The chimney. It's a forge. It would have to have a
not
place for
chimney.
it would have to have a place for the smoke and stuff to escape.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it doesn't just go up. It goes
Right.
into stonework, which
Yeah,
your
those
body would be
creatures-
too small.
Those creatures fit into that small ass crack, right?
Yep.
So I'm just keeping an eye on it.
That's fair.
Can't you sit in front of it?
No, because one of us needs to sit around the door as well.
I'm sitting against with my back to the door.
You
and
could
my
take
eyes-
the furry
Williams,
butt
you're
and
not
just shove
playing a
him up the
lullaby in your
wall.
bagpipes. You want to wake up everything in the gosh darn city.
To be fair, the only thing that you've seen move in the city are the guardians up at the palace and the Myconians, who you've only seen up at the palace. Y'all are a good distance away from it. The only
Yeah,
thing
they're
you've
not-
seen in the streets are the obsidian statues.
Yeah, but rule number one: don't make loud noises, even just in case.
Nix, you cannot play your bagpipes.
Aw.
Not right now. Once we're out of the city, sure.
Reyes doesn't have arcane lock, does she? Does she?
No one does.
Not
It
at
needs
this
second
level.
Yeah, so
You
that's
need to be
the
level
final
3.
spell.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have access to that. If I would, I could.
Otherwise, Zinnia probably would have it, but they do not.
Well, the place is as secure as it's gonna get, so I say we sleep. I need rest.
I would like to cast alarm around the place. If I can.
Is it going to be silent or wake everyone up?
You can make it
It is gonna be silent. So only I will hear it.
Alrighty, is there anything else you would like to do during y'all's long rest?
No.
Nope.
Nope, just rest and relaxation.
It's about
Relax.
3 hours before Rosalie starts to recover a little bit. And in that time, you see the golem y'all have dubbed Ifrit attempts to leave the forge.
And where is it going?
Who's awake to see that?
I mean, at this point, nobody's actually asleep yet.
Talia will stand up, putting a hand up. Where do you think you're going? What do we call this thing? Ifrit?
It
Think
only
so?
understands Dwarvish, though.
Well, ask it where does it go? Well, I guess you can't really. He can't answer, but
Ifrit, do you have pressing business somewhere?
There's a nod.
Can you point to where it is?
They
Is it
point
danger?
through the wall towards the palace.
can you ask it if it needs to do it right this second?
Ifrit, if you don't need to do it right away, can you wait for us to rest and recover so we may assist you?
It seems to think for a moment before nodding.
Good, we have that handled.
Excellent. As Talia slumps back down against the door.
It then
Exhausted.
turns to leave again.
Ask it if there's danger.
Is there an issue we should know about, Ifrit?
It stares. Not sure how to answer.
A yes or no will suffice, and I'll follow if there is.
Doesn't seem sure how to answer.
Does it need to recharge? Maybe that's it.
Do you need more parts or possibly some sort of energy?
It shakes its head.
Does it need? Does it believe its master is in danger, and that's where it is going?
I don't know it. No, who do we lose? I could just follow it, and
Alone?
you lot can rest. I should be fine.
I'll go with you.
If you're sure. I won't
Well,
force anyone.
Steve will go as well.
I don't think, you can go in my place.
A reminder above table, Hessler is a warlock. I am fit and ready to go. I'm
Yeah, I
only
got-
missing Form of
ready to
Dread,
go.
so you guys
hear
need the rest.
from Xenia. You could also tell it to stay here instead of asking.
This is true. It is a golem. I'm pretty sure they're made to follow orders.
Yes, and if it understands us enough that it might get angry, I'd rather not.
Well, then why don't you ask it if it is given the order to stay, will it stay?
If you are commanded to stay for 8 hours, will you stay?
There's a nod.
Yeah, there you go. Just ask it command it to stay.
Yes, but it has something to do. It's being driven by some sort of command in the past. Ifrit, are you trying to get back to the tower? The keep, whatever it is.
There's a nod.
Then wait 8 hours for us to rest, and then we may leave.
You see the flames die down as all the red in its body goes to a soft glow instead of the bright flames that were surrounding it.
Maybe this is its kind of rest mode.
With hope.
It's also standing in a doorway, though.
I mean,
Which means the door
still
is
want to
open.
touch it.
I thought Williams was blocking the door.
well, no, Talil was blocking the door.
It managed to open it.
It just reached.
Talil was going to close the door.
So you're going to close the door on the golem that's in the doorway?
I was sitting up against the door. How did it open it while I was there? They just pushed me aside?
Yeah, pretty much.
He caught you on fire again.
Didn't grab him or anything. It just opened the door and you moved with it.
Maybe ask it to scoot a little bit. Maybe just wake up and scoot for a second.
It is blocking the doorway pretty good. Do we need it to?
I mean, if it's been fighting with us, I would assume it would protect us if it's something happened, so I think we're fine, actually.
It might be asleep, though.
I told it to sleep for 8 hours. It'll wake in 8 hours, I bet.
Which means that it will sleep if something comes to attack it.
I very much doubt that. Dwarves are clever and they make clever things. I bet it has some sort of alarm system if it takes any sort of damage.
Steve goes to sleep. Y'all can figure that shit out. Steve is going to go to sleep.
Talia will take up the first watch to keep an eye on this on anything that happens.
So you're just leaving it in the doorway?
I guess so.
I mean, Talil, you know what? Talil is gonna go up to it and give it like a little jostle to see if it's easy enough to move, or actually, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of put my hand up near it to see how hot it is first.
Pretty cool. It's
So
still
Ben's
warmer than you, but not glowing hot.
Talia will give it a little jostle to see how hard it is to move.
It doesn't move at all.
Talia gives it a little harder jostle, just gonna.
It still doesn't move. It is a solid stone thing.
Talia's gonna look around the forge for like a hand cart or something.
There wouldn't be any that would have survived.
Fuck.
Each to Leo. Just leave it alone. Let it sleep.
You
Yeah,
do
I guess-
hear the clink of metal against metal
Oh no.
From where?
Gears.
from inside the forge.
Talia will look from it.
Hopefully gears turning.
No.
Raz will go over and check it out.
As you look over, you see Rosalie has woken up, sat up, is sitting cross-legged, and they are knitting.
Oh. Okay.
Good to see Rosalie.
Hello.
Well, you're
I'm
feeling
okay.
better.
Well, my head hurts, but I'm okay otherwise. How's everybody else?
We've been doing better. We're staying here for a while, Rosalie, so get some rest.
Oh, well, I thought I've got a good bit of rest. Well, I suppose I can't call that rest.
No. No, nearly dying is not restful at all.
But I thought I'd knit a quick scarf.
Well, yes, do that, then try to get some actual meaningful rest, please.
I guess it'd be more of a sash. Yeah, a sash.
Yeah.
That way Taleo can cover up the burn mark on this mid-back.
Oh. Do I have a bullet spot now?
Unfortunately.
Damn it. It's fine. Do not underestimate the hair growth powers of a Leonid. It will grow back.
You could always buy a tonic when we get back in the city.
Row
Or a
game.
nice toupee.
A lower back to pay.
Well, if it's all into you folks, I'm going to keep watch for a bit, and then I'm going to try to get some rest. We're going to need it for tomorrow.
All right. So who's taking what watch?
I'll take first.
I'll take second.
I guess I'll do third then.
Unless you
Okay.
want
Well,
second, but I won't other would take it away from you.
Steve's already asleep.
Checks out.
I'll kick him awake for the 5th.
There's only usually 4 watches.
I'll kick him awake for the 5th.
Which will just be us waking up.
Pretty much.
Is there anything else you would like to do during the long rest?
Just re-upping alarm when needed.
It lasts for 8 hours, doesn't it?
Y'all are
Yeah.
there
It
more than 8 hours. But...
Wait, does it last? Oh, it does last for 8 hours. Never mind. I thought it only lasts
Yeah,
one.
alarm's useful.
Y'all are there
Yep.
for about 11 or 12, though.
Okay.
Because after 3, the golem started to move, and then you told it to stay for another 8. So.
Was it 3 hours in when he started moving?
Yeah, because it was right as Rosalie was starting to wake up.
Oh,
Yep.
I missed that bit. Oh well. Still, we can do
But-
for extended rest.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
But
I mean,
y'all
it
are
probably
able
would be
to
too
get...
strenuous for Raz to like do alarm during their watch, so
No, not really. Y'all are able to get all the way through y'all's watch without anything going on. And y'all are starting to wake up when y'all see the glow of the golem start to come back. and it immediately turns around and starts walking.
All right, let's follow it.
Well, pack up, boys and girls.
We
Good
do get the
morning.
benefits of our long rest, though, right?
You'll do finish the long rest, but Dara has not managed to put their armor back on.
Crap. Okay.
Dara, hurry up.
I mean, yeah, it's cast off, not cast on, so it takes me a little while. I think it takes me
10, 15 minutes.
It's
Is that heavy
chainmail.
armor?
We will go over and help.
It's
Help
chainmail. I
Dara.
think it's
There
10
you
minutes.
I think it's 20. I think
Yeah,
it's
10 minutes. 10 minutes with assistance, so
Yeah.
you two can catch up.
Yeah, Talil packs up his stuff with the efficiency of a trained soldier and comes over to help Dara help with their armor.
Oh, thank you, Toya.
Dawning normally takes 10, so with assistance it takes 5.
5-minute mile.
Nothing she probably hasn't done before, so.
As you see, the golem is just trotting along. Thud, 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 thud.
Since Hessler has a moment, since we're not running over to the keep, he's going to try and inspect the golem to see if there's anything interesting about it in the arcane sense, like more about how it's made and what it was meant for.
Roll me an
That'd be
Arcana
fair.
check.
Can do. Pretty decent at those. 16.
You can see the stone seems to be enchanted in some way to make it more durable, because it seems to be taking blows even more better than normal. Stone, it seems to have a core in the center of its chest, and under the flames there seems to be a body under it. But you're not entirely sure what makes the fire itself, because it's hot and hard to look through. And whatever runes are on it are probably on the underneath of the more solid pieces, which seems to use as armor.
It discarded some of it in the foyer for another of the bodies, didn't it?
Do what?
It discarded some of it. Didn't it discard its chest plate somewhere? Was it in the foyer or was it in the other rooms?
Not
replaced
its
it with a new
chest
one.
plate. No, it replaced its arm, its
Arms,
leg, and it ripped off its
leg.
head.
Okay, I thought it replaced its chest plate.
Nope.
My mistake.
Nope, that has not been replaced as far as I know.
Okay. Try to note that down for next time it does. I'll take a look at that. Or take it with one of the two. Souvenirs are half the game after all.
You think it'd be relatively hard to carry? As with its
We
size,
have a
it's on a
barbarian.
similar size to Taleo. Problem is, instead of squishy muscle, it's made of like thick stone. So its body pieces are
Squishy muscle.
relatively heavy. Compared to stone, yeah. Squishy muscle.
I'll just
I
rub it
am a
onto
chisel
Leo's
the
back.
goddess of a Leonid. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you've got basically the essence of Gary going through you.
Exactly.
And I
Thank
can
you.
guarantee you, the stone golem is harder than your abs. You can punch it to find out, but his abs are literally on fire.
No, just for carrying, not breaking.
Yeah. The problem is it's going to be relatively heavy stone and unwieldy.
Yeah, just treat it like a backpack.
So, is there anything else you would like to do as y'all are following Ifrit back to the palace?
I would like to pop mage armor on myself.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Mage armor. Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, it's just like one like action to cast, so you're like pop.
Yep.
I mean, pop them if you got them.
I got what?
Pop them if you got them.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
Right.
It's not long before y'all wander back into the palace itself, going up the stairs. Is there anything you would like to do as you return?
I'm assuming the golem is still just like trotting along.
Yep, it's doing its own thing.
I think we should just follow the golem at this point.
Yep.
Well, that's what
Yes.
we've been doing.
Obviously, just keep a close eye on our surroundings, but
I trust the golem now.
It hasn't done anything to hurt us, so
thankfully.
As it is just walking across and going
Jesus Christ, still
through it.
Where'd it go?
Forward.
Fucking right across
Oh,
the
there
room.
it is.
As it is going and pressing through this doorway here without a second's pause. Pushing it up. Up. There we go.
I'm closing it, opening it.
Pushing it open without a care, passing by the golems without looking
shit.
at any of the other ones. But the moment y'all walk into range, they get pissed off.
oh yay!
Steve, could you get
Oh,
off of me,
Ah.
please?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry.
As we are going into combat, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not pressing
Thanks for
initiative.
doing this.
I didn't press initiative this time.
Good
I
job.
remembered.
Good thinking. Also, I'm at the bottom, and I'm in the back line.
Why are they pink?
Why am I in the back line for the record?
Purple to show off that they're evil.
They
No,
are
I mean,
also
we all know
glowing.
that.
Different
Yeah,
color.
but I can only see like pink. That's it.
Yeah.
Because they're giving off pink light.
It's
This is very
demonic
dark, remember?
I thought Taleo had night vision.
I do, but also, I'm saying I don't see the character, the art, or I'm just seeing pink.
There is. It's just heavily saturated.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like Ifrit does. Save
Yeah.
their fire is purple.
Purple bitches.
As the first one to react is going to step around the corner and attempt to level the cat. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That
She's
hits
going
me.
to hit. As you're going to get decked for 6 fire damage.
And for some reason, I'm in the back line. I don't know why.
And
Just
you're
in
on
front.
fire.
You want to trade me spots?
You're already
Dara?
in
We're in
combat.
combat. Kind of can't.
Never mind.
As that is going to set Taleo on fire. Taleo, at the start of your turn, you're going to take 2 fire damage.
Alright.
I need to turn this
I'm
on
gonna
screen.
rage. Actually, you know what? No, I ain't gonna rage. My rage doesn't do anything to help me with this damage, and honestly, the 2 points of damage right now is not really helpful. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna move from here and go right here, so I can get a better lay of the land, and slash at the one who just hit me.
Gotcha.
And of course, and I am level 2, so yeah, I am the reckless,
How reckless of you.
super reckless. I know. Oh, why do I still have Geom on?
Because you were on death
But
saves last time.
Yeah, 18.
That is going to hit. As you get a good swing on. And you are going to do 6 damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As they still resist your attack.
Yeah, it's non-magical. Or is it the physical? I don't know. I got no clue.
Anything else from today?
No, that's all I can do right now.
Williams, Bo Williams, Ophelia.
Williams will tell Ilfrit in Dwarvish if he can please tell these other golems that we're friendly and not to attack us.
And then you
We,
Tasha's
we
hideous
tried
laughter.
that.
Didn't do anything.
I mean, Ifrit doesn't say anything. Because Ifrit doesn't have a mouth.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they can communicate with each other. But all right, fine. Be that way. Williams will move up here between the two golems, and probably a very bad idea, but he'll take his turn to put out DeLeo.
Okay.
Just wrap him up in a blanket and try to put it all, smother the flames in.
You see he has a bit of a bald spot on the back of his head. Right at the
CC.
base of his mane.
All right, that's my turn.
Always fucking with the do.
Well, that's going to bring us to this one, who's going to turn and attempt to punch Williams. That is going to be a 12.
That misses.
Actually, it's flanking, so that's a 14, so it hits.
Oh,
Oh,
That is going to be 6 fire damage, as Williams is lit on fire.
no.
Which will then bring us to this one over here, who's going to be running over this way, as they are going to attempt to hit Taleo. That's going to be a 23 due to reckless. 6 fire damage. As Taleo is lit back on fire. That brings us to Rosalie. Rosalie's going to come up here. Rosalie is going to do the thing she knows she needs to do. As she is going to throw down her Blessing of the Dawn, hitting Taleo, Steve, and Dara.
Yay.
Alrighty. And that's all nope, that isn't all she's going to do. She is going to use her bonus action to throw down a ward to give Taleo some health back.
Thank you.
That's all for her. That's going to bring us to this guy way up here who has heard the commotion and is coming to investigate. It's his buddy. That brings us to Ifrit. Ifrit is going to punch the crud out of the mushroom next to him. He is going to hit. He is going to do 9 fire damage and light this mushroom on fire. The mushroom is very upset about the situation. Which brings us to Raz.
Okay, I don't want anything to do with these guys, so I'm going to duck around this corner. 10. Oh, there's just more of them.
It's almost like it was pillars. I'm going to go into a different room. Oh no, it's pillars.
Dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm gonna firebolt the guy that the mushroom that Ifrit's just punched.
Okay. You are going to hit.
For 9 fire.
9 fire damage. Good job.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna hide here. That's my turn.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to this guy, who now has seen there is an issue, as he is going to run and attempt to tackle Ifrit.
No, my boy.
Ifrit is going to sidestep him as they get in sumo stances. They're going to throw down up there.
Nice.
Actually, the other ones kind of go for football tackle, and Ifrit's in a boxing stance ready to box the hell out of whoever gets close to him. That brings us to Hessler.
Oh boy, here I go spelling again. I am going to put Bane on, well, the two golems I can actually see. I don't think I can see the one behind the pillar and the one attacking Ifrit.
Yeah, probably not, because I can only barely see the token from my position, so.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So who are you aiming?
Uno, dos, tres.
Gotcha. They need to make some kind of saves. Charisma, yes, it is.
Charisma.
Your save is 13.
13.
So only the one over with Ifrit is going to fail over there.
I mean, it's still not a bad thing. At least one of us failed.
Anything else?
Is it 1 hero point to make them re-roll, or is it 2 hero points for that?
I think you have to use it before.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, it gives them
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Bugger. Okay.
Yeah, because I've done that on my wizard to make something fail a freaking saving throw.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move back here. Where is that spellbook? There it is.
Oh gosh, damn it, guys, you're getting my way.
Okay, that's my turn.
Steve!
Steve is going to sidestep over here and say, "Holy bejesus, there's a lot of things up there." And then he is going to sharpshoot this thing right next to his best bud Williams.
Gotcha. That is a 10, which is going to miss.
Ah,
As the arrow
With the
goes
plus
right
sign.
through his neck.
dang.
But
All
it's mostly
right.
made of fire.
Yep. And that is all
Gotcha.
I can do.
Dara, 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 Dara.
10, 15, 20, 25. Get up there. I have advantage with Williams. I'm going to stab the thing.
+2, not advantage.
Yes, I know. But thank you for reminding me.
That
Just
is going to be an
for-
18. That actually is going to be 20. That's going to hit. That is going to do all
And
12 damage as the Blessing of the Dawn. That gives you a little bit more.
indeed. And then with the rest of my movement speed to move right there, and I'll end my turn.
That's going to bring us to Zinnia. Zinnia is going to step forward with her sister. She is going to launch a Ray of Frost. She is going to nail that one right up front. Which is going to slow it down just a little bit. And she's going to use her bonus action to throw down a battlefield command, targeting.
See, I realized I accidentally clicked my glaive and not my spear, because the glaive is 1d10, the spear is 1d6.
Roll the damage for the spear then.
Still max. Karma.
Alrighty.
I thank you.
They are going to target Taleo, Williams, and Hessler. Each of you can move up to 15 feet without attacks opportunity.
So I'm gonna. Oh wait, let me just make sure I can do it. So boop, boop, boop.
Run away, Williams.
It's like, I deal 12.
Just saying Hesser is a waste to cast on since he's a backliner.
She didn't know that. That's why she wanted to make sure you can get in the position you want to be in.
I'm in a decent position, so I'm just letting you know I'm not moving then.
Alright. That is going to bring us back to the start, as this guy is going to turn around and try to punch Taleo. That is 10, even with advantage. He misses. Taleo, you're going to take 3 fire damage at the start of your turn.
Hey, Taleo, you know there was a reason why I'm where I was, right? Because where you're standing, I could have used interception in case you got hit. Now I can't.
Yes, but you know that. You know why I moved over here?
You can
Because
stop
the
them
squid-
getting to rest.
Yes, to stop them from getting to rest.
Nope, that's fair. That is
Yeah.
completely
Good.
Please keep Swishy alive.
Yes. So, Delio is going to. I can feel the bald spot that was caused. So that now I'm going to rage. So I'm going to recklessly slash at the one who caused the damage in the first place.
That is going to hit. That is going to do 13 damage.
Because fuck that guy in particular.
Because he is not looking so good.
Excellent. And that's it for Leo.
Did you reckless?
Yes.
Brings us to Williams. Williams, you take 4 fire damage.
Ah. All right. I am going to use my action to put myself out.
Fair.
And I don't have a bonus action. I guess I will end my turn.
Gotcha. That will bring us to this guy, who's got a dart to push. So they're going to do it. That is a 17. I think that misses. Yes, it does. That brings us to this one, who's going to try to drop kick to Leo. That is a 12. I think that misses.
Yeah, my AC is 15.
Which brings us to a Rosalie. Rosalie is going to step over here. And they are going to use Healing Ward. And they're going to try to throw down a Withering Mark. As they fail their Withering Mark, but Taleo, you get 6 healing.
Thank you.
That's all for Rosalie. That brings us to this guy who doesn't like the frickin' flame guy that punched him, so they're going to try to deal with that. As they're going to bring up their fist and try to punch the flame Ifrit, as they are going to get a good shot in, doing 7 damage, but you can't poison a stone. Actually, it's 9 damage, as they're going to get a good swing on him. Which brings us to the other one, who's rushing forward to assist, also going for a swing. Ifrit manages to dance out of the way of that one, bringing us to Ifrit, as Ifrit is going to attempt to grab the one to the left by the face. They're going to manage to do it, and they are going to torch them as this one falls apart. Riz.
Okay, I am going to scoot over here. Oh, my token is stuck.
You're in a wall.
Okay, now I'm not in a wall anymore, thank you. I'm gonna go over here, and we're gonna, actually, I have a question. Can I change the damage of my cantrips? Because I do have, my, what is it called?
Roll the ability.
I'm just making sure I link the right one.
Is this Order of Scribes?
Yes. Can I
No.
change
No,
damage of
it's
cantrips?
only leveled,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Only leveled? Okay. Then we're
Because
just
the latter spell must be as the same level as the spell slot you expend. Cantrips don't expend spell slots.
okay. Then I'm just gonna firebolt the mushroom that is still alive.
It would have a significant amount of cover. Not half cover, so actually that'd be 3/4 cover. So they'd have a +5, which means that it's going to miss.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna hide back here. That's my turn.
Gotcha. That brings us to this guy who's going to try to grab at our dear Ifrit. Bane doesn't affect skill checks, does it? I don't think it does. I think it's anti-bless.
Yeah, it's anti-blast, so it does abilities and attack.
An attack roll or saving throw, so not ability checks. Okay. So it manages to get a hold of Ifrit. Ifrit has been grappled. Hessler.
Oh boy. Okay, well, I run through the doorway so I can move back. I don't have a clear shot, the one holding Ifrit, do I?
Not particularly. Move up if you want that
Didn't-
shot.
Yeah, I don't want to move up. So I'll just shoot the damaged one in front of me.
Gotcha. That is going to
That's
be a
definitely gonna hit.
solid hit as you catch it full in the face and blast
For
off
max
its head.
damage. Well, that went good. Well, I can move up then, since I'm not worried about that one as much. And that's my turn.
Alrighty, that will bring us to our archer, Steve. He hasn't been doing his
Steve.
praying, so that's why he missed.
Steve is going to talk to his bow and say, "Hey, buddy, I know you can hit this next shot. I know you can." As he goes after the Bane one.
17, that's going to hit. And it's going to be 19 damage. As you have the Blessing of the Dawn.
Indeed.
And Steve's is going to stay right here.
Gotcha. Da-ra, da-ra.
Cool. There's nothing preventing me from moving, or sorry, to that ping square, correct?
There's a thing you do to jump on, but it's low, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. Because I just want to make sure I keep flanking with Taleo is all.
Gotcha.
Yeah, make sure I click the correct one this time.
Gonna hit.
For 4 damage.
4 total damage.
Yep. And that'll be all. Or, sorry, nope. First, move there. And now we're good.
Alrighty.
Wouldn't that guy to the left have gotten an opportunity of attack?
Yep.
Oh, the far left, yes.
But they can't hit the broadside of a barn. As that brings us to Zinnia. Zinnia is going to rush over here. As they are going to take a shot at the one in front of Dara. Before moving this way. They're also going to attempt to recharge. Which they succeed on.
Damn.
As they're going to do 99 damage.
I thought he said 90.
They just detonate everything. Brings us
Yes.
to the dead one, Taleo.
All right, Taleo is gonna. I don't know why Dara didn't stay there, but Taleo will go. Bip, 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 bip. Bip.
They're
And
attempting to intercept for you.
Oh, I'm fine. I prefer the flanking, but so Taleo will recklessly swing his sword.
That's going to hit. 14 damage this time.
Yes.
That one's looking pretty banged up. As you put a
Bang, right.
large slash into its chest plate.
Solid
stone?
stone, my furry ass.
You have a magic sword right now. It is still solid stone.
Just let me have this, CC.
No, never.
Fuck you.
But, anything else from Taleo?
No, that is it.
Okay. Oh, it's going to bring us to a Williams. Williams, what you up to?
Williams will shapeshift himself into a dwarf.
Hey, you can do that?
Oh, what?
Wait, is Williams a changeling? Has Williams been a changeling this entire goddamn time? You're just gonna drop that information on us now?
Well, nobody asked.
True.
Oh, I
The
love it.
doppelganger, kill it.
I didn't even know they had changelings on this planet.
They
or this
don't.
world, I mean. Did they fall through a portal like me?
Who knows?
Yes, they did.
All right, so you
Talia's
now
gonna
look
look
like a dwarf. Your clothes don't
Yep.
fit. Your pants fall down.
Well, I can stay the same size. But
Then you ain't a dwarf.
anyway.
Yeah, that defeats the goddamn purpose. You can't be just
And
like a
as a
normal
bonus action, I'll tighten my belt.
I guess it'd be untightened because you'd be broader as a dwarf. Just be
Let's see, does
shorter.
this work?
roll up your pants.
Aha! Oops.
Uh,
That, damn it.
don't.
That's not what I want. Missed. Sorry, CC. I broke everything.
Damn it. Stop breaking stuff.
Just leave it as your normal one because it has all your information on it. Oh,
Oh,
did
you
you
didn't-
just?
You didn't give Williams the slider?
That's
I'm sorry.
Williams. How much of your thing did you just? You completely broke your token. Lovely.
Not only did I break everyone's perception of reality, I broke CC.
You didn't break
Don't
me.
feel-
You just broke your token completely.
Don't feel
Alright.
bad, Williams. I did the same thing with my change the character, Noman.
All right.
You did it twice.
Fair. Venom. Venom.
There you go. You're stuck like that now.
All right. Okay. I guess I'm a dwarf forever.
So what will you do?
All right. All right. So then Williams will come up. And in Dwarvish, yeah, Fleming buckets of bullets. Stop attacking our guests and destroy those mechanids already. And that's it.
Everybody sees the purple ones suddenly swivel. And you see the flames get a lot darker as the purple starts to surge through them.
Williams could have talked our way through this entire goddamn place, this entire time.
As it
no,
sprints
think the
past,
opposite might
Taleo,
happen. Yep.
you get an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to kick Williams' ass after this.
I think we all are. Wait, is it charging at Williams or where's it charging?
Oh yeah,
It's charging at Williams.
it's charging with ice.
Oh.
As it makes no effort to defend itself, as it seems to be in a rage.
Aw, Hero's
I guess
hoping to.
It doesn't like dwarfs.
This whole city has a bunch of dwarven statues, and these things are obviously
It's
corrupted
going
by
to be a
something.
21. It's going to be 9 fire damage. And you're on fire.
No one put out Williams. Let them feel it.
His beard's on fire.
Unfortunately, he moved right in between where the girls can help him. Dara can help him now.
True.
Dara wants to.
Don't do it,
That's
Dara.
my
Don't do
code.
it.
Do
My
it, Dara.
creed.
Do it.
Part of my creed, I have to.
Do it, Dara.
I mean, part of me doesn't want to, sure, but
A dwarf just walked up behind you. You have no idea who this dwarf is.
He's
By
he's
the
just
way.
dressed up in badly fitting clothes.
It's Williams' clothes.
It's Williams' clothes.
This dwarf has
Bagpipes
murdered
are in the
Williams
back.
and stole his clothes. But, anything from Dara? Because you have no idea who this dwarf is?
just quick reaction of, hello? I'll deal with you in a second, golems.
As that is going to bring us to this one who dips away from Taleo and it is going to attempt to try to tackle Williams to the ground. Williams, I need an acrobatics check. You are going to narrowly dodge the fists that try to bring you to the ground.
Ah, not today.
Rosalie is going to come sprinting this way, go to heal Williams, and go, what? Who? Oh, it doesn't matter. She's going to cast that on him, and then go for a withering mark.
Why, thank you, lass.
Misses her withering mark.
I just want to say now, after combat, what happens next? No one try to stop Talio, please.
This one's going to keep beating up. That's going to hit. Ifrit's going to take a hit. They resist, so that's down to 4. Brings us to Ifrit. Ifrit is going to put both hands up, bring it down on the mushroom's head, but the mushroom is going to dip out of the way, bringing us to Raz. As Raz, there's a very angry dwarf here now, apparently.
I thought Ifrit was grappled.
Ifrit is still grappled. Grappling doesn't affect his ability to punch people's lights out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He just can't move anywhere.
Okay.
Who the fuck is this guy? We're going to.
Yes. That dwarf stole William's clothes. Quick, blast him.
I don't know this guy. I'm not gonna blast him. We're going to. I'm guessing fire won't do anything against these fuckers. And their constructs, so no, that won't work.
You don't happen to have shatter, do you?
No, I'm not high level enough.
Cast Shatter next to the pillars. Do it. See what happens.
No, I'm not gonna pull a blue.
And Chiron.
I didn't know Kyle did that.
Yeah, they
Oh, yeah,
probably-
but
Anyway,
yes, I'm gonna magic missile this guy in front of Dara.
gotcha.
Eh.
That is going to be 369 damage.
369. Damn, it's fine.
And then I'm gonna go back here and hide. That's my turn.
Fair. That's going to bring us to this one, who lets go of Ifrit.
As they go after the dwarf.
Dara, you get an attack of opportunity.
I will decline.
Ifrit's going to decline as well because you know he can't do damage. That brings us this one, who is going to attack Williams.
I'm going to use a hero point to make him, or give him
Alright.
disadvantage.
That is 14, which is still going to hit.
Ah,
It takes away
I
their
will
21.
use- and I will use my interception on that
Gotcha.
for 3.
The 4 fire damage goes down to 1, which means Williams is still lit on fire. Or continues to be on fire. But that's all they're up to. Hessler.
20 to there. I don't know that fucking dwarf. So I'm going to shoot at the Myconid that's bothering Ifrit. 13 to hit.
That's going to hit.
7 points of force.
Nice. You get a good shot at the chest. Blasting a hole through it. Doesn't seem to be bothered by it, though.
It's just giving a side eye to that doppelganger down there.
You don't even know what
Must
a
be
doppelganger
incredibly
is.
dim.
I don't think you know what either of them are.
Leo knows what a changeling is. We're from the same place.
Yep. Actually, changelings aren't even from Favor, naturally. They're from Everon, I think.
Yeah, but they're
Shadowfell.
around.
Either way. Anything else from Hessler?
Fuck, cowardice is the second half of valor. Just move back to there.
Probably? I don't know.
Fair. That brings us to Stevie Wonders.
Stevie Wonder's going to move up here. He sees a dwarf in William's clothes and go, "Hey, can you play the bagpipes?"
Oh,
and
aye.
then, and then he's going to talk to his bow again, saying, "All right, Bo, we did it last time. Let's go after this Myconid. And we're going to shoot it."
14.
14 is going to hit.
No, instead of the golems that are surrounding the dwarf.
With,
Nobody knows who the dwarf is. It's fine.
I say, hey, I think it's Nyx.
As you're going to bring
But
it
I
in.
do 25 damage to that Myconid. And I go, "Patow! You all take care of the rest."
As he plays that bowstring like Stevie Wonders plays the ivories.
Stevie Wonderbow.
And that brings us to Dara.
Okay. Well, I will use my action to put the fire out on Williams, seeing
Aw.
a dwarf that's on fire. Then, as my bonus action, I will keep them safe and cast Shield of Faith on them.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Boo.
That, however, will be my turn then.
That brings us to Zinnia. Zinnia's going to run this way. Lean around the corner, see a dwarf, not know who the dwarf is, but not really care. They're going to be interrogated later as they try to shoot that one in the back. They're going to miss.
Oh, yes, they are.
Bringing us to Taleo.
Taleo is going to run over here and attack this thing. Recklessly, of course.
Which one? The one to the left
one
or
in
the one
front
to the
of
right?
The one is bloodied.
Okay. It's going to hit. Do note you do not need to reckless, as they are not paying a lick of attention to you.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
So you're going to hit it and just cleave it down the back, the core breaking.
Nice. Very nice.
As soon as this thing falls apart to the side and I'm face to face with this dwarf, I point my sword at it. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to have words with you.
Oh, I am always up for a conversation, lad. Aye.
Oh, you go like it.
Taleo, anything
Taleo and
else?
no, that's it.
They're still not paying attention to Dara or Williams. They're going to punch, or they are paying attention to Williams. They're going to try to punch Williams. That's 22. It's going
Well,
to be
actually, because I fucked up, I'm taking out of the rotation.
right.
Oh, damn it, Williams.
What was your AC? Not your AC, your roll?
I think it was like 21 something.
21.17.
Yep,
Yeah,
that.
21-17.
21-17.
Oh, yeah, William's at 0.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Aye, look at me. I'm the tank now. Ha ha. And take a swing at this guy over here.
What? Darn, looks odd.
And totally missed.
It grabs your rapier and just pops you in the face.
Aye.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
You're going to take 8 fire damage from getting popped in the face with a flaming stone fist, and you're on fire again.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, that reminds me, Cece, you didn't tell me my fire damage for my turn.
It's whatever's on your thing.
3.
3.
It's 3.
Okay. 2, 3.
Am
Okay.
I allowed to intercept? No, actually, no. He's paying for his repercussions. I'm letting him get punished.
Rosalie, on the other hand, is going to try to help and
Oh.
completely block it, which means you aren't set on fire.
Boo. And,
She's the lawful good one.
I mean, they were already set on fire.
I mean, I'm
They got
technically
taken. They got batted out.
So
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
take the
You're
damage?
awful good,
No.
but I skirt neutral.
Okay.
This one's dead, which brings us to Rosalie. Rosalie doesn't really know what's going on, but they're going to throw down a Healing. Give some more healing to the dwarf.
Yeah.
They're going to go here. They're going to throw down a withering mark to that one on the right. Con save. That's a crit fail. It has been hit by the withering mark. Brings us to this guy up here, who is also dead. Brings us to Ifrit. Ifrit's not entirely sure what's going on. But Ifrit's going to come down here and attempt to kick this one's legs out. Athletics versus acrobatic. Ifrit crit fails, so that one's fine. Which brings us to Raz. Good old
faith in you,
Razzle
Raz.
Dazzle.
Sneezing.
Oh no! The pollen has got the not hobbit.
I'm okay. Sorry.
The
Okay,
Kinder's under attack. Oh no!
No, I don't like that. We're gonna. I doubt it's gonna work, but we're gonna try to mind sliver the guy right in front of me.
Gotcha. Are you immune to psychic?
That's-
Yes, you are.
Hmm.
So it has no
I think
effect.
it's. Yeah, I figured it's construct.
Anything
Get him
else?
back over here. And that's it.
That brings us to this guy who's going to try to punch William's lights out. It's going to be a 19, but you're banged. 19 goes down to a 15. Don't think it matters. It does not. So that would be 6 fire damage, but that 6 fire damage just goes down to a 3 fire damage. And it gets
Which I also
intercepted, so
wouldn't-
none of it gets through. And it takes 2 holy damage from Rosalie down there.
Oh, nice.
That's fine. From the withering mark.
Well, may as well shoot the one that isn't baned, since that's the most dangerous. That's going to hit.
You have advantage as well, so see if you crit.
No, I didn't hear. Where did I get advantage from?
Because it's not paying attention to anybody but Williams.
Oh, okay. No.
8 damage. It's not looking good, but it's still standing. As they're just trying to
Oh,
peek
well.
Williams, not Williams, to a pulp.
20, 30, 35. Okay. There we go.
Gotcha. Stevie Wonders, welcome back.
Stevie Wonders is going to move up and over here. And he's going to talk to his bow again, saying, hey, we're doing good. And he's going to shoot at this thing. Is that with advantage?
Yep. Because
Awesome.
it's not paying attention anyway.
Oh,
That's going to hit for 22 damage, as it's dead as well. As you shoot it through the core.
And I go, all right, I think that's Williams over there. Fucking around like always. But I like it. And I'm going to go up here.
Williams, isn't your AC normally 13?
Yeah, it is normally 13.
yeah, that's why I
Shield
asked
of
about
Faith
base.
should bring you up to a 15, but we're already past it. That's why I tell you to put it on your token.
Well, I mean, you rolled you got a 15 after the bane anyways, so that would have matched.
So fair. Anything else from Steve?
No.
No. Also, who's
Alright.
concentrating on Shield of Faith? They don't have a book.
Lara. Oh shit! Thank you. I forgot. I so rarely use concentration spells.
That's why I'm telling you.
Okay, well, there's a flaming golem right there. So we're gonna move over there, and we're gonna just try to use the spear on it.
It's gonna hit.
Pretty sure 21 hits for 6 piercing damage.
Yep. You give it a stab.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Brings us to Xenia. Xenia's gonna peek around again, take another shot. Schwop. Schwop-de-fwop. That's gonna be an 11. Oh wait, they have advantage. Doesn't help. They're gonna miss. Talea.
Leo's gonna go back here.
Oh shit! Wait, Susie, would I have had advantage on attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't roll with advantage. Okay, we're fine.
Just fighting.
gonna
12,
hit.
13. Okay, so 9 damage.
Gotcha. Williams.
Williams will present his backside and just slap it, taunting the golem as he turns around with his rapier and slaps him
Oh,
It's gonna hit.
right across the face.
Very nice.
3 damage.
Try that again, why don't you? Ha!
I was gonna say, if it's its turn, I'm gonna laugh. It just wrecks you.
This nerve taunting hit.
It's gonna bring us to Rosalie. Rosalie's gonna run this way, get a clear shot at what's going on. She is gonna throw down these. Dara takes some healing.
Okay. How much?
6. That 17 goes
Cool.
down to a 14. Rosalie, what's your DC? You go after your. Yeah, you should be that. Oh, because I'm looking at intelligence. That's why it looks so weird. 14. So that actually passes. So Rosalie fails it. This guy is gonna go jump over here. He's gonna go for another trip. Ifrit is gonna goes to attack her. Ifrit is gonna manage to trip him.
Very nice.
Brings us to Reyes.
Okay, Raz can't really do much here. So 20, 25, 30. There's only one guy left. I guess I'll try. Oh no, prone, isn't he?
Yep.
mm-hmm.
You'd have advantage because he's still not paying attention, but you'd have disadvantage from being ranged.
I guess I'll try to firebolt. I doubt it's gonna do anything. It's the only thing I have.
He is immune, unfortunately, so it just hits and goes in.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's my turn.
Alrighty, that is going to bring us to this boy here, who is going to push himself back onto his feet. And he is going to attempt to grab Williams by the back of his head and smash him into the pillow.
I'm going to use a hero point to give him disadvantage.
That is going to be 13, so the hero point keeps you from taking the hit. That's Lurker.
I mean, is it any surprise I'm going to move over and shoot it?
Nope.
$11 to hit. I think that misses.
That does miss indeed.
But I do have advantage, don't I? Because it's still enraged.
Yep.
Forgetting that. That's going to miss as well.
Yep. Steve.
Steve's going to come down here, so he gets his little sneak attack. He's going to talk to his longbow again because it understands him for some odd reason. And I say, hey, I think we got this.
It's going to hit due to advantage, and that's going to kill it. As that brings us out of the combat, and maybe into another one, depending on what Taleo does to the dwarf.
Leo just stabs his sword into a crack in the floor and stalks over to the dwarf, grabs him by the scruff of his shirt. All right, who the hell are you, and what have you done with Williams? And why are you wearing his clothes? Very badly.
Ah, you poor kitty. Use your eyes.
So,
It's me, Williams.
I think technically Taleo's still on fire, but I was up next in initiative order, and I'm going to put the fire out on Taleo.
Fair.
I'm just being patted. The fire just being patted out of me as I lift up the dwarf and start shaking them. Don't you lie to me. Where is Williams?
I don't think
was like,
shaking him would do much.
frantically trying to put the fire out, telling Taleo, Taleo, don't be
Hey, Williams,
shaking
play your
down
bagpipes.
dwarves.
I'm trying, but Leo is shaking me too hard.
Put him down, Talay. He's going to play his bagpipes.
That just makes Toledo shake him harder. I know. Just for reference, I know this is Williams. I'm just getting some frustration out that he did this bullshit. I mean, it helped somewhat, but
Actually, it helped you out a lot because they weren't attacking you.
Turning to this new dwarf. Okay, so you mind explaining? Sorry.
Choo choo, bitch. Choo choo.
Yeah, sorry about that.
There ain't
I
no
didn't think the whistle was
brakes
gonna
on
be that
this
loud.
cat train.
I
Dwarves got
didn't know the
time.
whistle was gonna be that loud. I apologize.
meow meow, motherfucker.
I live literally right next to train tracks, so sometimes it will bleed through.
Continuing on. What were you in the middle of saying?
Just looking at this dwarf, being like, okay, so where did you come from? Who are you? And how are you still alive?
I
Is
go-
Where is William? Shake, 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 shake.
Well, if the Leo can stop shaking me, I can answer all your questions.
Wait, do you know his... Looks at the rest of the party. Wait, Williams?
I put down Williams. He's a changeling. He's a changeling.
I
A change?
that I am, yes. Is I, Williams, and I can prove it.
What's the
And
changeling? I've never heard of such a creature.
well, I'm not from this realm, as you see.
Apparently.
There are changelings back in my own realm of origin as well. This is what I know what this is. As long as you wait until he like bears his claws. You're not a doppelganger, are you?
No.
You sure?
Well, I think.
Toledo's
You just hear
claws just
Zinnia mumble in the background. Sounds like something a doppelganger would say.
yeah.
Aye,
Whatever
that's
a
true. But
doppelganger is.
could a doppelganger do this? And Williams will whip out his bagpipes and just start playing.
As soon as he does that, Dara's trying to grab the bagpipes to prevent the noise.
As you all hear doors smash open.
No,
Oh, no,
TC,
no.
no, don't say that to us.
Blame Williams.
We're going back into combat.
I almost have my sword
Come
up.
on.
Could I say as soon as I heard the doors open, I turned and quickly grabbed my sword.
No, you're gonna have to do that here in a second.
Question: Where did the banging come from?
To the north west.
Hey,
More
Williams.
importantly, how long after combat ended does this happen?
This is like
Jesus
30 seconds later.
Oh man!
How many
1,
seconds, sorry?
2, 3, 4,
Like
5.
30 seconds.
Because Shield of Faith is a minute, so...
It'd still be up, but it's about... Actually, no. What turn did you cast it? Second?
I had it up for I had it up for like 2 rounds by the time combat ended.
Yeah, by this point, by the time they get over there, it's gonna have fallen. It only lasts a minute. Alrighty, we're going right back into combat. Shit.
Same thing with their bless, right?
Yeah, their bless is also gone.
And my rage.
Yep.
I think it's time to play Toss the Dwarf.
Yep.
Aye, fastball special, eh?
It's one way to call it sacrifice. Steve.
So, can Steve hold his action to
Yeah.
see when these things come out?
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ, CC.
Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 coming out.
Not that you
So-
know, but
Oh yeah, I don't know that, but Steve will
There's
hold his
5.
action. and ready his bow
What is
because
your
he
trigger?
hears something. What's that?
What's your trigger?
If I see a pink purple thing coming at us, then I'm going to shoot. Shoot
Joke's on you, the mechanisms are brown.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to this one. Let's take it all the way over here. They see a dwarf. They are running right by Hessler.
I see a pink thing.
Oh, yeah. You see it real good, Steve.
So Steve will shoot. Actually, hold on. Steve will use. Does it take an action to drop the longbow?
You
Or is
wouldn't
that
be,
a?
that's not something you said, so you wouldn't be able to switch it
Okay,
up.
gotcha. All right, so I'll just shoot it whenever I see it within range and just pop it once.
Yeah, it'd be pretty close because you can't see all that well in the dark, but you're able to take a shot. You do have advantage against it because it wants to go beat the fuck out of Williams.
Oh, well, I think that 21 would hit
Yeah,
anyways.
but it's
so.
whether or not you
Roll
crit.
for crit, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me roll it again.
No. Alrighty. That is, you wouldn't have sneak attack on that. No, because you have advantage.
I
Yes,
would.
you would.
Well, I'd
it's
be
gonna
next
hit.
to Raz too.
It was on the run. It wouldn't have been all the way down there, but when you shot, otherwise you would have had
Okay.
disadvantage. So that's gonna be 9 down to 4 damage. As it's dashed all the way up on top.
Question: It ran right by Hessler, right? Or
It
did
ran
it go
out of
around?
his range.
Okay.
That's gonna bring us to this one. There one.
I'll be right back. Meet moop.
Raz, you would get an attack opportunity if you want it.
I don't know if I have anything. I'll do a dagger.
Gotcha. Did you have it already pulled? I don't think you did, so you wouldn't be
Oh
able
no,
to
I
pull
didn't.
use it.
No,
What
I
are you
can't
gonna-
do shit against these things.
Yeah, so it's gonna run by. It's gonna get there. This one also on the run. It's going all the way down here. She also doesn't have anything she can do. It's going to get all the way around. That's going to bring us to this one.
It's a good thing I'm standing right here to use interception.
To use dash. It's going to get...
But as I say,
Christ.
free real estate on attacks.
That brings us to Ifrit, as Ifrit's going to attempt to tackle this one next to him.
What is the movement speed on these things? That thing just moved 95 feet.
Yep, they're quick. As he manages to get a hold of this one to the north, he is trying to drag it away. He's not getting very far. Rez.
I can't do shit against these things.
You have Ray of Frost, don't you?
I what?
Do you have Ray of Frost or anything?
No, I don't.
God damn it.
I guess I'll take out my dagger and try to stab this guy in front of me.
Gotcha. You have
Better than
flanking
nothing.
and advantage because they are not paying attention to you. That's
Oh.
a 9, though. That's going to miss.
Yeah, checks.
Would I take an opportunity attack if I try to move away?
They're not paying attention to you. So normally,
Okay.
yes, you would. They do not care.
They seem to be fixated on
Williams, if you can
door.
change back, do that maybe? I'll move back here and end my turn.
Before Williams does that, I want to ask: are these pillars all intact enough that they're all actually holding up the ceiling, or are
Yeah.
some of them?
They're hanging
Okay, so
all
none
up
of
the
them.
ceiling.
Oh, none of them like are broken in half or anything. Like
Mm-mm. The one that's on...
No?
there's one on the ground, but not any of those.
Okay.
Otherwise, the ceiling would be on the ground. Hessler. You just saw some pink guys sprint by like it's the gay parade and somebody's selling hula hoops.
Sorry. I shouldn't have laughed at that, but it was so funny.
Sorry, what are hula-hoops?
Hula hoops. Things
I've
go
never
in-
seen that in one of my parades, but okay.
It's the first thing I can think of. Fight me.
Like, I could if you want.
The other thought I
You're not
had was
here.
they're selling rollerblades. And I'm like,
God damn.
gay
But later.
they're-
hula hooping rollerblade boys. And I'm just like, that's all I can think of. I'm like, all right.
I'll fight you in the fruit basket later.
Can I watch? I
I'm
wanna
just
watch
going
this.
to shoot the closest one then. At advantage, isn't it?
Which
Yeah.
one?
The closest one to me.
There's one behind
That
a
one's the
pillar?
closest one because I
Yeah.
can't see the one behind the pillar properly.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That is gonna hit. That's gonna be
7 points of force. And actually, I'm going to move down here because I know there's another one. I can hear the other one coming down the hall. I'll say. Not that I know.
Rosalie's gonna back the fuck up.
Yeah,
Going
probably
about there.
should.
And she is gonna preemptive throw down a healing word on Williams. Then she's gonna attempt to mark this one on the bottom. Failed. Princess Zinnia is gonna lean around the corner. And they're gonna come around the corner, so they fear a shot, and they're gonna take a shot at the one Dart hit. Or somebody hit.
I'm surprised she isn't throwing down like their weird anchor thing.
Oh, at this point, he's a little bit confused. He wants to see how many there are. But she is going to hit that one. Slow it down a little bit.
Oh, that checks out.
And that's going to bring us to another one over here. As they are coming.
She'll be coming around that mountain when she comes.
Yeah, thank you for.
Williams, what you doing?
I am going to blow a big, huge raspberry at all of them and take the dodge action.
Gotcha.
You know you're surrounded, right?
Yep.
Good.
Taleo.
As a dwarf, does that mean technically the Williams is easier to carry around?
No.
Damn.
Fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. I'm gonna grab Williams underneath my arm. Are you fighting me? Are you fighting me, Williams?
I was hoping to at least give you guys a few rounds of advantage against these guys, but yeah, go right ahead and carry him.
I'm gonna grab him and start moving this way. Do I have half movement because I'm carrying this guy?
Mm-hmm.
So 15. So that's 10, 20, 30. I just toss William behind me.
You would not have the movement
Alright.
to do so, I don't think. If you do, because you used all 30 movement,
Yeah, I just like kind of grab him and move him over here.
you wouldn't be able to use the 20 it takes to get him over there. On your other side.
Oh, so I can just toss him here?
Yeah, he'd be right down behind you because you're effectively dragging him.
All right, so that was 30 movement, and I'm going to use my last bit of movement to move right here. So they have 35.
Okay.
All right,
I was
let's
gonna
do this.
move right there, but
And I'm
Oh,
going to use my
okay.
arbitrary interaction because this is where I stab my sword into and grab my sword.
oh, nice.
Gotcha. Dora.
Always thinking.
All right. Thankfully, our golem friend has grappled one of them, so I'm going to attempt the grappled one. I don't think I have any pluses though, right?
No extra bonuses, no.
And no advantage, correct?
Correct.
Just checking. All right, let's stabby the grappled one. Oof.
Oh, that's what you
Shit,
meant.
that's
I thought
fine.
you were going to try to grapple it. Yes, you have advantage to try to stab them because they want to murder Williams.
Okay.
They're not paying attention to you.
Oh, perfect.
That's going to hit. Which one are you hitting?
The grappled one.
Okay, yeah, that's going to hit.
Mind you, this is only half damage because I don't have the blessing on anymore.
1 damage.
Yep.
That's going to bring. Anything else?
I will move down next to Taleo.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to this guy.
Take up a defensive formation.
Jesus.
How many of these things did you piss off? You know what? It's probably all of them. It's probably all of them.
You had to play a bagpipe, the loudest of the instruments, in a goddamn enclosed space.
Steve! There are a lot of them.
That's a lot of them.
Steve
But
is
thankfully,
going
they
to
don't seem to be looking at you.
back here,
Mm.
right? And he is going to. That one's grappled. Shoot this one.
Gotcha. You have advantage because it's paying you no mind.
Oh, I do have advantage. Let me roll another one.
Nope.
Let's say. Ugh. I didn't talk to the bow this time,
Yeah, I was
so.
gonna say, should have talked to the bow gods.
Yep. Nope. No gods, no demons.
It's already been established, Steve. It's too late. It's been established.
Yeah.
Oh no. I just talked to the bow now.
Anything else?
That is it.
This one's on the move. Oh, wait. It has lowered speed due to the Ray of Frost, so it's lost 10 feet.
Yeah. See, that's why Ray of Frost is a good spell.
It doesn't help.
Oh.
It
it's
just
gonna
moves
get
slower.
and it's going to attack Williams over there. Williams, you used dodge, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did.
Alright, so that 17 goes down to a 13. You don't have your
No,
shield
but
thing
I do
anymore.
have interception up, so I get interception that.
You managed to block all the damage. Good job.
You're welcome.
Yara for MVP.
This one is swinging as they can. They're kind of grappled, so they're going to go after the one holding Williams. So they're going to punch the cat. That's 22. 6 fire damage against the cat. Cat's on fire.
Another burn spot.
Oh, God damn it. I have to constantly put the fire out on you, don't I?
He just needs a fire retardant for.
This one's
Blanket
coming this
now.
way.
Williams is paying for all my hair treatments.
They're going to attack from behind. That's going to be a 12. Actually, that's an 11 due to disadvantage. This one over here, they're going to charge this way. They can't get to Williams, but there is a Dara in the way, so they're going to punch that. So 22 against Dara. 7 fire damage, and Dara's on fire.
Oof, heard. For how much? Oh, on fire.
7.
Okay. Well, yeah, I get hit for 7, but I'm on fire for 3.
And E3 is just going to attempt to trip this one. So we've got E3's going to fail. Reyes.
I can't do anything, but I'm gonna run up to this guy and try to shank him with my dagger.
I like it.
Raz, what is your cantrip list?
Sounds like Firebolt, Presty, and Mind Sliver.
Then,
yeah.
Oh, are they immune to both?
Yeah, because they're constructs and they're on
Oh,
fire.
God.
Does it?
Oh,
A
I am
21
so
hits.
sorry. I am so sorry.
Alrighty.
Does it hit?
Yep, that is a hit.
Yeah.
5 down to 2.
So, next time you're able to get the cantrip, you're grabbing Ray of Frost.
Anything else from Raz?
I'm gonna try to move away.
They're not paying it like attention.
Okay, bye.
They're
Bye!
fixated on Williams, and
Hessler?
meanwhile the frontliners are over here keeping him alive.
Oh, Hessler's going to use the good cantrip.
The good one.
I still have advantage to shoot them.
Yep, they're not paying a lick of attention.
Thought so.
They
Okay,
are
and I'll
Angris.
shoot that one.
You know, I just looked at my other screen. On my actual screen, they're purple. On the recording screen, they're bright pink.
Yeah, that is weird.
I mean, they are more pink than they are purple. I'd call it magenta personally.
No, I
Blood is
mean,
a
they're like,
13, which I think hits.
they're really purple.
Weird.
Like, I show you this, what I'm seeing. Bright purple.
Oh, weird. That's
The
real
Yeah,
best
weird.
they are not
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I know, because I
Yeah.
looked over at the other one. I'm like, that's hot pink over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. Oh well, whatever. Anything else from Hessler? Oh, Hessler, who are you shooting? 13?
That one.
Gotcha, you're gonna hit.
11 points.
Nice. You get a good hit into its back. It's gonna
Yeah,
bring us
and
to
I got
Rosalie.
nothing else to do.
Rosalie is gonna take a couple steps forward, so they can get in range to actually use their abilities. As Rosalie is going to throw down Blessing of the Dawn and Healing Ward. They're going to put that on Taleo. Taleo, you get 7 healing. The Blessing is going to go to Taleo, Steve, and Raz.
Ooh, me? Wow.
Yay, blessing.
Excellent.
Which will then bring us to Zinnia, who's also going to move a little bit forward. They are then going to do the thing. Thing.
Is it kind of cold? Should be kind of cold.
Where's her thingy thing? Damn it. Just sworn and made a thing. Alrighty, I want this. There it goes. So I'm gonna throw that down. They're gonna throw it down over there. It's a little too close to their sister. They're gonna throw it down over there. And then they're gonna stay there. Brings us to this guy who needs a strength save. He's gonna crit. He's fine. He really wants to beat up on Williams. He's gonna step into here and double fist to Leo. That's a 22.
Ugh.
8 fire damage, or at least he would normally. Zinnia is gonna say no.
Oh damn, that's
With a
roll
crit.
ward. Nice.
As a very
Oh,
powerful ward goes up on Taleo. Taleo, 8 of that goes on to the ward, so you have 20...
13 left.
13. Yeah.
13.
How much?
You have 13 left on your ward.
All right, 13. Thank you.
I already put 21, so just turned it into 13. That's going to be what she's up to, which brings us to Williams. Williams, you're in a bit of a pickle.
Williams will continue taunting by blowing huge raspberries and dodging.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got all you can do right now to be useful.
Taleo.
Khalil will strike with his sword at the one to the bottom of Williams.
Gotcha. It's gonna hit.
19. I'm not raging anymore, so just 9.
9 damage. Gotcha. Anything else?
That's it.
Dara. Actually, both you and Dara take 3 fire damage.
Yes, about to say. I was,
And that goes straight to your HP because it's already underneath the barrier.
Yep.
yeah. Yep.
Alrighty,
I
Dara, what
didn't
you
forget
doing?
about the flaming. Well, I'm also will attack the same golem. Please try to do something useful.
It's gonna hit.
Hell, saying these things are trying to kill Williams for very little damage. And as a bonus action, oh god, props of being a low level paladin and no spell slots. Do I keep him safe? Do I keep him safe? He's being an idiot. Do I keep him safe? The answer is yes. Crap baskets. Okay, I'm gonna use last my soul points and put another shield of faith on Williams. Williams, you owe me.
Well, since I'm giving advantage to everyone, I'll put myself on the line here.
But yeah, now you receive 15 again because I'm gonna recast shield of faith, and that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Brings us to this
And
guy.
not forget the book this time.
He needs to make a strength change. He is going to fail and get dragged over here.
Oh, she did throw up the chain thing.
Yep, she put it down last time. Which means I think they're restrained. Let me go read what it does. It's been a little while.
It's also forced movement, so we don't get attacks of opportunity against if it pulls them hurt.
Correct. 15 feet closer. New save, start of its turn. Not be.
Nothing about restrain though.
Yeah, they're just kind of stuck there. But that means they have no one to punch. So they're just kind of stuck there.
That's still a good thing.
This one needs their save as well. They're going to crit. They're fine. They're running this way. So they're going to get over here and punch Dara.
Ow.
It's a 20. 9 fire damage.
Maybe I should have put shield of faith on myself.
But
wouldn't have helped,
instead
it
of
would've won.
taking that, all of it, Rosalie's going to try to block some of it, so only 3 of it gets through.
Okay, cool. Remind me to kiss Rosalie later.
Which will bring us to Steve.
All right, Steve's going to talk to his bow and be like, "Hey, guy, I forgot to talk to you last round, so we got to do this. Dara's taking a beating over there, and our buddy Williams is too. So we're going
Williams has not been touched yet.
we're going to shoot this guy
Gotcha.
with advantage.
That is going to be 14, which hits. Going to move the dead ones out of the way so I can see what's going on. That is going to...
Doesn't Steve also get sneak attack on this?
It's already
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
That is going to be
sneak attack and
18
sharpshooter.
damage.
Nice.
Because it's mixed in with sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Or anything else from Steve?
Nope. Steve's going to stay right here
Alrighty. Now
next
it's the
to his
punching of
best bud,
Williams.
Hessler.
It's going to be a 7, which misses. This one's going to try to punch Taleo. It's going to be a 19, which hits. 8 fire damage to Taleo. Goes into the
Hold
ward
for a
instead
second.
of Taleo.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's got a ward. I'm not going to use a perception. Sorry.
Yep, you're good.
So 8.
So that brings it down to like 5, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to this guy who wants to beat up on Williams. That's going to be a 19, which hits.
So that I will use the interception on.
Gotcha. Roll again.
Yeah, I will.
You completely block
Okay.
it. Brings us to
Nice.
this one, who's going to try to punch Dara.
Checks out.
I need to make some saves real quick. Hang on. Oh, get him next time. I'm just moving too fast. He needs a strength save.
Oh yeah,
He's
because
going to crit. They're going to try to hit
well,
Dara.
to be fair, they're all within like 15 feet of the thing, anyways. So.
Yeah. That is going to be 6 damage to Dara.
6 damage hard.
Need a concentration check.
Oh, yep. And there goes
Shield of Faith has fallen.
Oh no!
Brings to E3.
Oh,
Try to
no.
bring this guy to the ground again. He's going to succeed. This guy is now stuck prone. Perez, you have a magic dagger now.
I'm gonna do the only thing I can do and run up to this guy and stab him.
Gotcha.
I like it. You tried your best.
Still gonna miss, unfortunately.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna go over here.
In
That's my
between the two dead people.
Excellent.
Yep.
What you gonna do, Hiss?
I'm going to move down that space and shoot the one directly across from me.
Gotcha.
Still advantage.
Yep.
13 hits
Yep. 13 damage.
for max damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Learned a lot of those today.
I'm rolling high, 8s and 10s, so
That's not a bad thing.
nope. That's all I feel do.
That brings us to Rosalie, as Rosalie is going to attempt to mark the one over to the south. That is a success. Rosalie's also going to throw down some healing. This going to Dara.
Yay.
That brings us to Zinnia. Zinnia, are you going to blow everybody up?
Do it. Just do it, Sonia. Please, just do it.
They keep beating the tether, so they're going to detonate her tether.
You can detonate that thing? Oh, that's cool.
So she is going to target everybody within 20 of where it was, which was right here, which is all of them.
Oh, the Wizard's Choice. Oh, thank goodness.
Yep.
Well, because I just heard within 20 feet. I'm like,
Goodbye,
within 20
Dara.
feet of it?
Need a strength save. Alrighty, so you are going to fail. I don't have damage on her rebuke. Alrighty, so that's going to be 9 force damage to this guy. And he gets launched in this direction. This guy succeeds, so he takes half and sticks where he is. This guy fails. Takes the 9, gets blasted into Teleo and bounces off. This guy fails, takes 9, gets blasted into Dara, bounces off. This guy up here fails, blasted into the wall, blasts off. This guy fails, bounces off the wall. And this guy succeeds.
A lot of bouncing going on.
So only one of them really got launched. He's over there near Rise. So yeah, unfortunately, they got their thing back. So they're just down their rebuke. Alrighty, that brings us to this guy, who's just gonna punch Teleo. It's a 15. I think that misses. Yep, that hits. It would normally be 8 fire damage against Tataleo, but Rosalie says no. Williams.
All right. As my action, I'm going to bane this guy and this guy just underneath Dara.
Gotcha. Charisma save. What's your DC?
And I'm
14?
Yeah, I'm going to use 2 hero points to give 2 of them disadvantage.
Which two?
The ones just above and below me.
Alrighty, so you are forcing the one that succeeded to reroll.
Yay!
He is going to fail, so all of them get hit.
Yay!
Nice.
And as my shit, I forgot the rules, but I guess I can't cast Healing Word as a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Correct.
All right. Well, in that case, I will give Dara a bardic inspiration.
Yay! Is there a certain icon we use for bardic inspiration?
Yeah, the harp. The inspirational.
Yeah, the heart.
I see. Oh,
Just type in
Um,
inspiration.
And that is William's turn.
Alrighty. Taleo.
That sounds good.
Khalil will strike at the one below William once more.
Gotcha.
13, 14,
That's going to hit.
9
9
slashing.
damage. As
That's
you're
all.
carving into him. Alright.
All right. Well, there's one that looks bloodied below Williams, so we'll continue using the spear against this thing. 18.
hit.
Don't have to worry about. Yep. For
2 damage.
4 damage.
Because you're not marked with a thing.
I am not, sadly. And I'm out of bonus actions because I don't have more spell points.
Well,
Yep.
that's going to bring us to this guy.
Oh, and I took 3 fire damage.
Yep. As this guy is going to come running back in as they're going to attempt to grapple Ifrit. Ifrit's going to be on top. This guy is going to try to punch Dara. The 22 goes down to a 21.
Yeah, so I think you have max roll still match by AC, so.
Yep. Which brings us down to 6, but Rosalie has her stuff. So they're going to say nope. Blocks all of it.
Oh, perfect.
Which brings us to Steve.
Steve's going to talk to his longbow again and say, "Hey, we're doing well, buddy." As we go after this one next to Taleo.
That is going to be a 13, which hits.
Isn't that one dead, or is that an old token?
It's dead now.
It be
perfect.
dead.
Even better. Even better.
Yes. I go, yes. I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Which brings us to this one who's going to try to punch Williams. That's a 20. Bane isn't going to go down long enough.
That'll eat my interception this round.
That's going to be 6 fire damage to Williams. How much gets intercepted?
There,
All of
10,
it, so none of it gets to Williams. This
Well,
one's
fine.
going to just try to grab Taleo because there ain't shit they can do about it. That is a 9, which misses because Ifrit's pinning him down. This one's going to try to punch Williams. That's an 18. Can't go low enough with Bane. So they're going to hit. That is going to be 9 fire damage, but Zinnia was waiting for this one. So they wanted to throw this down on Williams to try to keep him from dying. 9 of that gets broken on the ward, meaning Williams has 3 left. stopping Williams from having to make that concentration check, which you didn't put the book on.
Yeah, but to be fair, that bean's not really doing much for him.
This one's on to the next one. This one's going for Dara. Oh no, poor computer. That is a 17 up flanking. That's a 19. That's going to hit.
God damn it.
9 fire damage. The girls have used theirs, so they can't help you.
Yeah, and Bardic Inspiration of a call can't do anything about that.
No, I don't think so.
So 7 damage, you said?
9.
9. Thank you.
Which brings us to Ifrit, who's keeping this one pinned, securing it. Brings us to Reyes.
Kill it, Raz.
Okay, we're gonna
Get him with the knife.
run over here
You have
and
advantage.
try to. Yeah, we're gonna try to stab it.
Stabby.
That's gonna
Oh,
hit.
Yay!
yay!
Die.
5 damage.
Way to go, Raz.
Thank you. That's gonna be my turn. It's not paying attention to me, so I don't really give a shit.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to Hessler.
Move up to there. Might shoot at that one.
Gotcha.
I will take that
Did
natural.
you get a crit?
Nice. Very nice.
Nice.
69. Nice.
15 damage, which kills it outright as it collapses.
Hey, that's the rollerblades and the hula hoops for you.
Yay. Anything else on Hessler?
No. No, that's all.
That's going to bring us to Rosalie. Rosalie is going to throw down some healing. Try to throw down a withering mark. Who are they trying to wither right now? They want to wither.
I mean, I'll take some healing.
The healing is going for Dara, but they're trying to wither somebody. Who are they withering? Oh, they're just going to try to keep the withering on the same guy. Might as well. They're going to succeed. And actually, this guy took 2 more damage because earlier got marked. That is going to bring us to Zinnia. Zinnia is going to attempt to recharge. They're going to fail. They're going to take a shot at that same one that Zinnia attacks. See if she can bring it down. It's an 11, which unfortunately misses, bringing us to this guy who is dead, bringing us to Williams.
Williams will use his bonus action to cast Healing Word on Dara.
Gotcha.
2 for 7.
Nice.
Thank you.
And use his action to dodge.
Gotcha. Taleo.
Dodge.
Ilya will once again do what he's been doing, strike at the guy at the bottom.
Gotcha. That's going to hit. 6
6
damage,
action.
which brings him down.
Excellent. That's it.
So I can get rid of one of these Banes. Which brings us to Dara.
Alright.
Dara, the tide is turning.
It is. Not complaining. There is one that's below me, so you know the song and dance. Get the
Stabby
spear
stab.
to the face.
What's going to hit?
Oh.
21.
For 4 damage.
Yep, for 4 damage. Oh, yep, make sure I keep forgetting to take my fire damage. That's all I got. Stay there.
So they're going to run all the way over here. Raz, you get attack opportunity against them as they run by.
Okie dokie.
Your dagger's actually out, so you can use it.
Wait.
Alright. Here we go.
It's going to hit.
All right.
Very nice. Good job.
Die.
3 damage. Brings us to this
Die!
one.
Raz
Was going to step up and try to hit Williams, but can't. So they're going to have to do with punching Dara. That is an 18. That's going to hit.
Yep.
4 fire damage, or at least it would be. if not for Rosalie, who tells it to fuck off. And that brings us to the end of the round. I just noticed the time, so we are going to leave it there and finish this up next time. So good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next, and if the dwarf survives what is to come. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Because we're going to
Peace.
be dogpiling his ass.
Bye bye.